My beloved child, stop scrolling. This message is not an accident. I am Michael, and I stand in the gate of this hour with my sword of light drawn, with my wings stretched over you like a shelter in the sudden rain. At this hour, a secret concerning your life is rising like a letter long sealed, and the wax is softening under a holy flame. The window is small. Time is moving. Heaven has seen what you cannot. There are footsteps around your path that you did not hear because the storm was loud. There are hands that reached for you in the night while you thought you were alone. There are words spoken over you that I now cut away with a clean edge so your name can breathe again. I speak to the part of you that remembers the first light and the first promise. I speak to the weary part that learned to wait in a dark hallway without a clock. Listen to the wind. It is not empty. It carries an instruction and a comfort. I have watched you choose kindness when no one clapped. I have watched you hold on to a thin hope and call it enough for another day. Heaven has recorded what you thought was small. Heaven has seen what you cannot. The hour before you is a keyhole, and I am guiding your hand so it does not tremble and miss the turn. Do not fear the unveiling. What is true will not hurt you. What is false will fall away like dry leaves in the first strong gust. I stand between you and the storm, and I quiet the water so you can hear the next sentence of your story. Keep your eyes with me. Keep your heart steady. The light is opening in front of you and the room is changing shape. The next breath will carry instruction. The next word will point. The next step will lead. Now, let me show you what heaven has watched in the secret places. If you receive this part, type 111 now. I have walked the edges of your days and I have stood in the middle of your nights. I have watched the pattern that repeats like a quiet echo that you cannot find the source of. At this hour I speak plainly. Heaven has seen what you cannot. The delays that circle you did not begin yesterday. They began when a wound taught you to make a small agreement in your heart. It sounded like safety, but it was fear. It sounded like wisdom, but it was disappointment. It whispered that waiting forever was easier than risking a single step. Time is moving, and the window is small. I am here to open your eyes without pain. I have seen you start with bright strength and then feel a hand, invisible, tug you back to the familiar hallway of almost. I have seen you prepare, then pause, reach and then retreat, say yes, then shrink. You are not weak. You are not broken. You made a vow to survive, and that vow became a wall. You said, I will never be hurt like that again. You said, I will not hope too high. You said, I will not ask for more. Those words wrapped around good seeds and slowed their rise. I take my sword of light and I separate the vow from the seed. The seed is good. The vow can go. Heaven has also watched the voices that learned your tender places. A soft flattery that lifted you only to drop you when you needed support. A loud opinion that called you foolish for dreaming. A quiet pressure that made you carry what was not yours. These voices taught your heart to doubt its own light. You began to second-guess the wind that I send. You began to suspect the peace I placed in you. Hear me. Stillness is not emptiness. Stillness is the place I speak. When you feel the hush enter a room, do not call it nothing. That stillness is my wing covering you so you can hear truth. I have listened to the unspoken prayers, the ones that never reached your lips because you did not want to burden the air. I counted the nights you hid your tears so you would not wake the house. I marked the hours you gave away to help others stand while you stood on tired feet. Nothing was wasted. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Your mercy has built a path under your own steps. Your patience has drawn my presence close. Your quiet giving has called helpers toward you. Do not say it was for nothing. I will redeem the time. There is also a subtle agreement I must name. It sits in the shadow of your thoughts like a small stone under a rug. It says, good things are rare for me. It says, doors open for others, not for me. It says, if I do not fight for every inch, I will have nothing. This is not your voice. This is not my voice. This is a weary echo from a season where you were not protected. I wrap my wing around that memory. I lift the stone and remove it from your path. You will not walk uneven any longer. You will not build your future around an old bruise. Look at the pattern of confusion that comes when you are close to clarity. A phone call at the wrong time. A request that feels urgent but is not. A sudden fog over a simple choice. This is how the delay steals minutes that become weeks that become years. I am clearing the air. I am teaching you to test the wind. When my wind moves, it brings peace with power. It does not rush you into panic. It does not demand you to prove your worth. It steadies you and opens the door with quiet strength. Learn this feel. Let it mark your steps. You have also carried a name that is not yours. It was spoken in anger or ignorance, and it tried to stick. Unreliable. Too much. Too little. Difficult. Invisible. I take my sword and cut those labels away. I write a true name where the false names sat. Faithful. Daddy. Chosen. Teachable. Bright. You will feel lighter because those names are light. You will breathe easier because those names fit your lungs. Carry them. Speak them. Let them anchor you when old echoes try to return. Now hear me. The secret that will be unveiled is not a trap. It is not a new burden. It is a key to a simple door that has stood near you for a long time. I am guiding your hand toward it. To enter, you must release what taught you to wait at the wrong threshold. I am patient, but the hour is holy. Time is moving. The window is small. To unveil a secret, I must first expose the shadow that covers it. 222 to confirm heaven's witness. Listen with both the heart and the ear. The window is small. Time is moving. Heaven has seen what you cannot. The danger in this hour is not a loud storm, but a soft sleep that steals minutes and names them wisdom. I am waking you gently, but firmly. If you drift now, you will miss the turn that removes a year of wandering. If you pause now, you will teach your feet to love the wrong doorway. I am here to break the hush of delay without breaking you. There is a voice nearby that sounds like you but is not you. It says, wait a little longer for no reason. It says you need one more sign when you already have peace. It says, do not try until everything is perfect, and then it shows you a perfection that never arrives. This is the counterfeit voice. It copies the rhythm of your thoughts and hides in your feelings. You will know it by its fruit. It leaves you smaller. It leaves you dull. It leaves you afraid to move. My voice is different. My voice brings stillness with strength. My voice brings a simple next step that you can take even with trembling. There is also a tie that drains you. It may be a conversation that always ends with you empty. It may be a habit that eats the first light of your morning. It may be a screen that steals your quiet. It may be a task that you carry because no one else will, though I did not ask you to hold it. This tie looks harmless because it is common. But what is common is not always holy. Watch how your peace falls after you touch it. Watch how your focus scatters. This is the draining rope. I am cutting it strand by strand. I am returning your hours to you. And there is a belief that whispers like a draft under a door. It says, I cannot change. It says, I will always be late. It says, I was born behind. It says, I am too tired to become new. This is the sabotaging belief. It has no authority, only repetition. It grew strong because it spoke when you were weak. I place my wing over it, that memory, and I speak a louder word. You can change because I am with you. You will arrive because I set your pace. You were born on time for the call I put in you. You will be renewed because I renew. Hear me now. For the next span I will call one day. You will walk a narrow path of obedience. Not many steps, only true steps. In the first hour, choose stillness before any screen. Sit in quiet and let the wind settle you. In the second hour, speak one sentence of truth out loud about who you are. In the third hour, remove the smallest distraction from your space. In the fourth hour, send one message of honor to someone who lifted you. In the fifth hour, close a door you know is wrong without apology. In the sixth hour, drink water and bless your body. In the seventh hour, write the one task that matters and do it first. In the eighth hour, breathe and release the outcome back to me. In the ninth hour, return a borrowed weight to its owner with kindness. In the 10th hour, refuse the flattery that asks you to perform. In the 11th hour, step outside and feel the light on your face. In the 12th hour, thank me for what you cannot see yet. Then repeat this order once more through the day's remaining hours. Gentle and steady, like breathing. These are your 24 steps in one day. Simple. Helene. As you do this, listen for the counterfeit voice. It will bargain. It will say, skip the first step. The rest will cover it. It will say, the door can wait. Your peace can wait. Your life can wait. You not bargain with a thief. Guard the beginning and the end of your day, and the middle will stand straight. Keep your hand on the latch I show you. Keep your eyes in the light I pour. The risk of delay is subtle. Dreams do not die lonely. They fade. Purpose does not shatter. It drifts into the wrong rooms and learns to make a bed there. I will not let this be your story. I raise my sword of light over the threshold of your decisions. I call your name through the wind. I say, rise, beloved. Rise into the hour that belongs to you. The window is small, but it is open. Walk through it now, with peace and with courage. Understand this with a steady heart. When I remove a voice, I give you a truer one. When I cut a tie, I bind you to rest. When I break a belief, I plant a promise. I never take without giving. I never close without opening. What I remove, I also replace with a shield of light. Top 333 to stand in clear light. If this warning steadied your heart, keep yourself aligned in the light. Share this message with one searching soul, so they do not miss their hour. Stay under this covering by subscribing for future revelations. If you feel led to support this work, your kindness helps these words reach the ones who are calling for help in the night. Be still and listen. I stand between you and the storm. I am Michael, set at your threshold, and I will not move from my post. My wings are over your house like a roof of light. My sword is bright in the doorway. The wind that swirls around you will not sweep you away. It will carry the chaff and leave the grain. It will lift the fog and leave the path. At this hour you do not need to be louder. You need to be covered. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven has assigned me to keep what matters safe while the unveiling comes into view. Time is moving. The window is small. I am here to hold the line while you breathe. I have heard your quiet question. What if the truth hurts me? Hear me with a settled heart. What is true will heal you. What is false will not survive my blade. I do not let lies sit at your table. I do not allow old names to whisper in your ear without answer. I answer them with light. I answer them with a word that is steady. I answer them with stillness that silences accusation. When the night tries to swell and fill the room, I draw a boundary in the spirit and I say, enough. You will feel it as calm. You will feel it as the sudden ease to breathe. That is my wing. That is my shield. That is the nearness of the one who sent me. You have wondered why certain doors closed just when you were ready to walk. You have wondered why a plan that looked perfect turned numb in your hands. I am not punishing you. I am protecting you. Some doors lead to rooms where your light would be dimmed and your strength divided. Some invitations are wrapped in praise but are hollow inside. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I close wrong doors to save your time. I close wrong doors to keep your honor intact. I close wrong doors so the right door will not be lost among counterfeits. When you hear a gentle no inside your chest, do not call it failure. Call it guidance. Call it kindness. Call it the wind pushing your boat from shallow rocks to deeper water. I am building a foundation under your feet while others only see your steps. The foundation is made of simple obediences. The foundation is made of quiet choices. Guard the first light of your day. Guard the last word of your night. Bless your body as the vessel of your calling. Speak truth even when no one is listening. Put down weights that never belonged to you. When you do these small things, I set stones under you that cannot be moved by other people's weather. You will walk steady while storms bend themselves. You will remain while trends pass through like dust. Do not be anxious about timing. The one who wrote your story holds the clock. You will not miss what is yours when you keep your eyes in the light and your hands clean. Your task is focus, not frenzy. Your task is peace, not performance. I have set a guard over the gate of your attention. When distractions knock, I will give you a holy pause. In that pause you will sense which request is a siphon and which request is a sign. Follow the peace. Follow the steady weight of goodness. Follow the stillness that rests on the right path like dew on morning grass. I stand in the doorway of your home and of your name. I lift my sword above the bonds that tried to tangle your progress. I will not allow the old net to be thrown over your shoulders again. When flattery comes dressed as friendship, I will put a question in your spirit. When urgency comes with no honor, I will place a check in your chest. When doubt comes with the same old story, I will fill your room with a quiet that makes lies lose their sound. Your part is simple. Agree with my protection. Do not reopen doors I have closed. Do not apologize for the peace you must keep. Do not go where your light dims. Stay where your light grows. The unveiling that approaches will not come with chaos. It will arrive like a steady sunrise that shows what was already in the room. You will see the missing thread. You will see the key you thought you lost placed to the sill. You will see the face that carries help. I will point. I will confirm. I will stand close while you reach. If resistance arises, I will face it first. If a wave swells, I will speak to it before it reaches your feet. If a whisper tries to call you back, I will raise a louder hush that settles the air. This is my promise. I stand between you and the storm. Now let your shoulders lower. Let your breath slow. Feel the shelter I am spreading over you like a warm cloak. You are not late. You are not alone. The window is small, but it is open, and I am keeping it open as you approach. With fear quieted, courage can step through the narrow gate. Type 444 for protection over your name. Come closer to the center of the light and listen with a willing heart. Transformation is not a thunder you must outrun. Transformation is a quiet yes that changes the room. At this hour I bring you to the table of exchange. You will hand me what has taken your strength, and I will hand you what carries my peace. The window is small. Time is moving. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Old agreements have been living under your decisions like roots that drink your water. Today we cut them. Today we cancel what you did not know you signed. There were vows you made to survive. I will not ask for more. I will not need anyone. I will always stay small so I am safe. These were blankets in a cold season, but they became cages when the sun rose. I take my sword of light and pierce the hinges of those cages. I tear the papers stamped by fear. I break the seal of scarcity. I dissolve the ink of abandonment. When I cancel, it is canceled. When I reverse, it is reversed. Heaven's record will show you free, not almost free, not sometimes free, but free. Hear the simple confession that opens the door. Say this with your own mouth where only peace can hear you. I renounce the vows of fear and not enough. I break agreement with delay and with despair. I choose the blessing of light and the rhythm of stillness. I accept the covering of heaven over my name. I forgive what tried to bury me. I forgive what forgot me. I forgive what misnamed me. I am not alone. I am not late. I am aligned. When you speak this, you throw the keys of the old prison back into my hand, and I drop them into the deep where they cannot be found. Now the action that makes your confession walk. Take one object that symbolizes the season of smallness and remove it from your daily sight. A notebook filled with doubts. A message thread that keeps you circling. A token you kept to remember a wound. Place it out of reach or release it with honor. In its place, set a sign of light. A clean page ready for new words. A quiet corner for morning stillness. A note on your door that says peace first. This is not decoration. This is instruction made visible. It tells your mind what your spirit has already chosen. You have wondered if change must be loud to be real. It does not. Change that lasts begins with gentle courage. A boundary spoken calmly. A habit closed kindly. A yes given to the right work at the right time. Watch now for the holy reversal. Where you bowed your head, you will lift it. Where you lost your voice, you will hear it clear. Where doors seemed to ignore you, they will open without you knocking twice. Not because you shouted, but because you align. Alignment is louder in the spirit than noises in a room. This ability will touch relationships. The ones built on need without honor will loosen and fall back to their place. The ones built on mutual light will strengthen like woven cords. Expect a soft sorting. Do not chase what drifts. Bless it as it goes. Expect a steady arrival of faces that carry peace, not performance. They will not demand proof to believe in you. They will recognize the grace on your steps because it matches the grace on theirs. This is how I protect your heart as I grow your circle. This unveiling will touch your work. Hidden clarity will rise like a path under fog. You will see the next faithful task, the one that matters most, and it will have weight without heaviness. Expect favor that looks like timing, not pressure. Expect resources that arrive through trust, not manipulation. Expect ideas that come in the quiet because you made room for stillness before the world spoke. Your work will become a place of peace, not a contest for breath. This unveiling will touch your calling. You will feel the mantle rest on your shoulders as if a warm cloak was placed there. It will not crush you. It will fit you. It will name you keeper of light for your house, carrier of peace where you stand, builder of order where there has been confusion. You will not compete with anyone's grace. You will walk in your own. The path will not be crowded because it is yours. Do not fear the parts of you that do not know how to live without the old agreements. I will teach them. I will teach your hands to hold blessing without apology. I will teach your feet to walk past familiar thresholds that once pulled you back. I will teach your eyes to look for peace as the sign of my presence. When discouragement tries to bargain, say no with a whisper. When distraction tries to court you, turn your face like flint toward the light. When shame tries to argue, let stillness answer for you. Now receive a simple prayer for your daily breath. Let it be seed and shield. Light of heaven, be my first thought and my last word. Wind of God, move what must move and settle what must settle. Wings of protection, cover my name and my home. Sword of light, cut false ties and guard true paths. Stillness of peace, rest in me as I rest in you. I agree with the good you are bringing. I release what you have closed. I walk through the narrow gate with a quiet heart. You will feel the ground under your feet change as the cancelled agreements release their hold. Do not rush to fill the silence they leave. Let the new air enter your lungs. Let the new rhythm set your pace. This is the hour of exchange and the hour of turning. Now I will mark the steps you must take. Up 555 to step through the small window. At this hour I place into your hands a choreography for the soul. 7 simple movements that align you with light, wind, wings, sword, and stillness. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot. These are not heavy commands. These are gentle rails that carry you through the narrow place. 1 hour matters. 1 hour can shift the year. 1 hour can wake what slept and steady what shook. Take these movements as bread for the day and oil for the night. Let them become the rhythm under your steps. The first movement is morning stillness. Before the world speaks and before any screen, sit with me for 7 quiet minutes. Close your eyes and breathe as if the wind itself is washing dust from your thoughts. Say 1 sentence, simple and true. I receive your light for this day. Do not rush. Let the hush fill the room like a soft blanket. In this stillness I fit your armor. In this stillness I place a small instruction in your heart. What begins in stillness carries order through the hours. A second movement is spoken truth. Your mouth is a gate. Open it with care. Speak a short decree over your name that fits like a clean garment. I am faithful. I am steady. I am aligned with peace. Say it softly, but say it out loud. Sound anchors the soul. Words plant pillars in the unseen. When lies try to climb the walls of your mind, they will meet the pillars you set and they will fall back. The third movement is the boundary line. Draw one clear line around your attention. Choose one place where distraction likes to steal and close the door for this day. It may be a scrolling habit. It may be a conversation that loops without fruit. It may be the urge to please what has no honor. Speak a gentle no. Wait it if you must. This boundary is not punishment. It is protection. It keeps the garden of your focus from trampled paths. The fourth movement is the restoration act. Return something that belongs to its proper order. Make your bed as a small altar of peace. Clear a surface to welcome new work. Prepare a sentence with a kind apology. Send a note of gratitude to one who blessed you. Restoration restores you. It tells your body and your mind that heaven's order is near. It invites favor to sit down and stay. The fifth movement is the seed of generosity. Give one thing that costs you a small comfort. Share a meal. Share a wise word. Share a skill that lifts another. Do it quietly and do not measure the return. Generosity tunes your heart to heaven's frequency. Where fear counts coins, love counts miracles. When you sow peace, you draw helpers toward you without striving. The sixth movement is gatekeeping of words. Through the day, listen for the tone inside your sentences. Remove self-insult from your mouth. Remove agreement with failure from your lips. Replace them with gentle truth. I am learning. I am growing. I am guided. Speak blessing over your home, over your work, over your path. Your voice becomes a roof over your steps. Your voice becomes a path through the air. The seventh movement is evening surrender. Before sleep, return the day to me. Name one grace you noticed and one weight you release. Place your plans for tomorrow in my hands while you rest. Ask for night watches of peace around your house. In surrender, sleep becomes a healing river. In surrender, you rise with fresh strength. What you release at night does not chase you into morning. Walk these 7 movements like beads on a holy cord, simple and steady. Do not worry about perfection. Worry does not live here. Faith lives here. Consistency lives here. You will feel the air change around your decisions. You will see interruptions lose power. You will sense my wing over your shoulders when an old pattern tries to return. 1 hour matters. Guard the first hour and the final hour, and the hours between will fall into place like stones set by an unseen hand. As you practice, I will add nuance. I will highlight a moment to pause where you used to push. I will nudge you to speak when you used to shrink. I will lift your face toward light when you used to look down to count the cracks. Do not measure yourself by yesterday's stumble. Measure yourself by today's agreement. These movements are not tasks to impress me. They are doors to walk with me. When you walk with me, the counterfeit path grows dim. When you walk with me, the true door stands clear. Now breathe. Feel how peace moves through your ribs like wind through tall grass. Feel how your shoulders remember the weight they no longer need to carry. You are being set in order, not by force, but by friendship with the light. With the movement set, I will expose the counterfeit that once borrowed your voice. Type 777 to seal canceled agreements. Open your eyes within the light and let me teach you to tell the true from the almost. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Time is moving. The window is small. I am Michael, and I bring my sword of light to the fork in your road. There are two doors before you. One is the true door, carved in quiet, framed by peace, steady as the morning. The other is the decoy door, painted bright, noisy in your ears, promising a shortcut that steals your strength. You will not be fooled when you learn the feel of each path. The decoy door begins with a rush without peace. It shouts now to hide the emptiness inside. It pushes your breath shallow and your thoughts fast. It says that waiting 1 hour will cost you destiny, and it demands a yes before your spirit can weigh the matter. The true door moves with calm strength. It may urge you to act, but it never panics you. It lets you breathe. It stands like a lighthouse, strong in the wind, inviting you to step with a settled heart. Remember this. Panic is not your shepherd. Peace is. The decoy door flatters without fruit. It calls you exceptional but ignores your boundaries. It praises your gift but does not honor your rest. It claps for your performance but does not care for your person. You will feel taller for a moment and smaller afterward. The true door honors without hooks. It sees your value and protects your pace. It blesses your absence as much as your presence. You leave the conversation lighter, not diminished. Where flattery makes you perform, honor makes you bloom. The decoy door demands without honor. It uses words like must and oh, and finally, while forgetting the cost to your soul. It pushes you to prove your worth by breaking your word to yourself. It talks loud about opportunity and quiet about accountability. The true door asks with dignity. It recognizes time, season, and stewardship. It invites you to stand tall inside your yes and inside your no. It makes room for stillness to speak. It does not trample the garden of your focus. The decoy door promises without process. It says everything changes by tonight if you just bend once. It hides the price. It hides the toll. It hides the path. It makes secrecy look like wisdom and pressure look like favor. The true door is honest about the path. It tells you the steps and the cost, and yet the steps feel possible and the cost feels clean. It is light enough to carry and heavy enough to matter. It keeps your dignity intact while you move. Discern this too. The decoy path often begins crowded. Many voices, many hands, much noise. You feel lost in the press and afraid to ask questions. The true path often begins clear and simple. Few voices. True eyes. Enough light for the next step. You feel seen. You feel safe. You feel your own voice returning to you. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I am teaching you to see it now. When you stand between the doors, check your breath. If your breath is trapped high and your chest is tight, step back. If your breath deepens and your shoulders lower, move forward. Check your feet. If your steps feel pushed from behind, pause. If your steps feel pulled by peace, proceed. Check the wind. If the wind feels like a swirl that scatters, wait. If the wind feels like a steady hush that clears the air, walk. These are simple instruments I place inside you so you can measure the hour without fear. I expose the counterfeit voice again so you will know its tricks. It borrows sacred words but empties them of weight. It says faith but means friendly. It says favor but means using you. It says family but means control. Lift my sword of light in your imagination and cut between the word and the intent. Let the word fall to the ground if the intent is crooked. Keep the intent if the word was clumsy but the heart is true. You will not be deceived when you honor both truth and intent. I also expose the counterfeit fruit. It looks bright early and rots quickly. It tastes sweet and leaves you thirsty. It swells your pride and starves your peace. The true fruit ripens in time. It is small at first and steady in growth. It feeds you and those near you. It increases patience. It strengthens joy. It does not demand that you trade your soul to hold it. Now hear the mercy in this exposure. I do not shame you for doors you once chose in the dark. I stood with you even there. I guarded what could be guarded and I gathered what could be saved. Today I set you in the light so you can choose with clear eyes. Do not spend this hour blaming yourself. Spend it learning the feel of what is true. You will know the true door by the kiss of stillness on your forehead and the warmth of honor in your chest. When the decay door knocks, I will place a holy pause between the knock and your answer. Use it. In that pause, ask a simple question. Does this make me hide my true name? If yes, step back. Ask another. Does this require me to starve my peace? If yes, step away. Ask a final one. Does this honor my assignment and protect my boundaries? If yes, the path is likely clean. These questions are small swords you can carry anywhere. Lift your face. You will soon see the true door, and beside it you will notice faces assigned to help you. They stand quietly. They do not clamor. They carry calm. I will point to them. I will confirm them. I will braid your steps with theirs so that what was heavy becomes shared and what was hidden becomes clear. Now lift your eyes to the appointed helpers waiting at the right door. Type 888 for holy reversal. Lift your eyes and watch how provision walks toward you without noise. At this hour I open the true door and I summon the ones assigned to meet you there. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Time is moving. The window is small. I am Michael, and I call forth helpers who carry peace in their hands and honor in their mouths. They do not flatter. They do not rush. They do not bind. They strengthen what is true in you and they steady what still trembles. They come as answers disguised as ordinary people, and they stand by the right door because they know the right door by the feel of its light. Helpers appear through obedience, not spectacle. When you keep the first hour in stillness, you will hear a name to message, a place to visit, a task to finish. Obey the small nudge and watch how a living thread forms. A text returns at the exact moment you needed direction. A quiet introduction opens a room you could not enter by yourself. A sentence, simple and timely, clears months of confusion. This is not luck. This is order. This is how heaven folds help into normal hours so you never have to sell your peace to receive it. These helpers carry marks you can trust. Their eyes rest when they look at you. Their words do not make you smaller to make themselves larger. They ask clean questions. They respect your no. They honor your pace. They bless your absence, not only your presence. They do not demand a secret vow to stay. They do not reduce you to your usefulness. They see the mantle on your shoulders and help you wear it without slipping. When they speak correction, it comes with gentleness and hope. When they speak encouragement, it comes with substance and truth. Pay attention to the fruit. not the noise. I also send helpers in forms you might overlook. A neighbor who offers a tool at the perfect time. A stranger who points you to a clear path. A younger voice that carries a sharper map. Do not despise small guides because they are new to you. Wisdom often sends its scouts in simple clothing. I will confirm them by the peace that settles when they speak and by the strength you feel to take the next step. Where the counterfeit drained you, these will fill you. Where the counterfeit confused you, these will clarify. Where the counterfeit pushed you to hurry, these will invite you to breathe. Provision is more than people. Provision is timing, alignment, and keys. I place a relational key into your hand now. It is the grace to discern who is for the journey and who is for a chapter that has closed. Use it kindly. You do not need to slam doors to protect your peace. Bless and release those who will not honor what heaven has placed on you. Guard with tenderness those who do. As you bless and guard, I will multiply. As you honor the right bonds, I will strengthen your circle without you forcing a single thread. Expect the true door to open quietly, then widen as you step. Expect resources to match the size of obedience, not the size of anxiety. You will not need to perform to make provision stay. You will only need to remain aligned. When you feel the wind lift behind you, and the warmth of stillness settle ahead, know that you are in the corridor where gifts arrive on time. My wings spread over this passage. My sword keeps watch along its edges. No thief will snatch what is placed in your hands when you keep your hands clean. Guard against confusion in this season of arrival. Many invitations may appear at once. Do not choose by volume. Choose by peace. Lay each option on the table of stillness and watch which one keeps its shape when the room grows quiet. That is the appointed door. Walk through without apology. Those assigned to you will understand. Those not assigned will complain. Let their complaint pass like wind through bare branches. You are not obligated to explain what heaven confirms. I will weave you into a small company who walk in the same direction. You will carry their burdens in prayer and they will carry yours in action. You will exchange wisdom like lamp oil. You will correct one another gently when old patterns whisper. You will celebrate small victories that signal great turning. This is the shelter I am building around you, not walls to hide in, but arms to lean on. Receive this gift without fear. You are not being trapped. You are being supported. The unveiling draws near, and with it comes the simple responsibility to keep what is given. With helpers beside you and provision around you, you must now learn to guard the gift so it does not slip through the cracks of old habits. I will teach you the daily armor that keeps your pace clean and your peace intact. Guard what I place in your hands by daily armor. Tut 999 for appointed doors and helpers. If this spoke to you, come into agreement with the light by pressing like. Share this message to reach one searching heart that needs their helper confirmed. Stay under this covering by subscribing for future revelations. If you feel led to support this work, your kindness helps these words find those who are standing at the right door and need courage to step. The unveiling draws close and I must teach you how to guard what will be placed in your hands. Gifts can slip through fingers if the hands are bare. At this hour the armor I give is not heavy. It is fitted to your frame. It moves with you like breath. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Put on this daily guard and let it become the quiet law of your mornings and the gentle seal of your nights. Begin with truth. Truth is the belt that holds the rest in place. Speak one clear sentence to begin your day. I belong to the light, and the light belongs to me. Say it so your own ears hear it. Truth gathers the loose threads of fear and ties them where they cannot trip you. Truth keeps your story from being rewritten by old storms. When lies reach for you, they will find no grip because truth has fastened what used to hang open. Take up peace. Peace is the sandal that protects your steps. Without peace, even a good road cuts your feet. With peace, even a rough road becomes walkable. Invite peace to settle on your ankles and knees, on your pace and your pauses. If a message tries to rush you, wait until peace returns. If a face tries to shame you, step back until peace settles. Peace tells you when to move and when to hold. Peace is permission to choose what is clean. Live faith. Faith is a shield that catches arrows you never see coming. You do not need to wrestle every thought. Hold faith between you and the dart. Say this when you feel the sting of fear. I will not be pierced by what heaven has already seen. I will not collapse under a rumor. I will not surrender to a forecast that did not come from the light. Raise the shield until the buzzing stops. Keep it raised when you enter rooms that once drained you. Wear light. Light is armor for your mind. Let it cover your forehead with clarity. Let it rest behind your eyes with calm. When confusion comes like fog, call for light and wait a moment longer before you act. Light gives names to shapes in the room. Light shows the true door and the decoy door. Light reveals the small step that matters and hides the ditch that is near your foot. Do not move until you can see the outline of peace in front of you. Hold the word. The word is a sword that is not for harming people. It is for cutting cords and clearing paths. Use short, holy sentences. I refuse the old net. I return borrowed weights. I bless and release what is not mine. I receive the right door. Speak them softly. Swing small and exact. A wild blade tires the arm. A precise blade frees the path. I will guide your hand when to lift and when to rest. Cover with stillness. Stillness is the cloak that keeps the wind of the hour from stealing your warmth. Stillness is not doing nothing. Stillness is staying with the light long enough to hear the next true word. When a swirl begins, step under stillness for a count of 7 breaths. Let your shoulders lower. Let the noise fall outside the boundary of your skin. Under this cloak, I whisper direction that cannot be heard in a shout. This armor is not a costume you wear in public. It is a private habit that keeps you whole in public. Fit it on in the first 10 minutes of your day. Adjust it when the noon heat rises. Check it before evening conversations. If you forget and feel the sting, do not scold yourself. Reset quickly. Reset quietly. The enemy of your soul does not need your long attention. Give your long attention to the light. Guard against fatigue. Spiritual tiredness often arrives as irritation, fog, or sudden heaviness. When it comes, drink water, breathe, and speak one blessing out loud. Then remove one small demand from your plate. This is not quitting. This is wise guard. Fatigue feeds lies. Rest feeds sight. I give sleep as a river, not a judge. Let it wash your mind. Let it carry away the grit of the day. Guard your gate of words. Do not rehearse injuries. Do not prophesy failure over your own steps. Bless your name. Bless your house. Bless your work. If you must speak of pain, do it to heal, not to anchor the wound in place. Your tongue is a builder. Build rooms you can live in. Guard your circle. Keep close the ones who honor your pace. Step back from those who require your peace as a fee for their comfort. Bless them and release them. The right companions are part of your armor. They cover your blind side. They spot the old net when you are tired. Now stand still for a moment and feel the fit. Truth holds. Peace steadies. Faith covers. Light clears. The word cuts. Stillness shield. Wings overshadow. I am here, and my sword is bright at your gate. With your armor on, you will confront what once intimidated you. The last chain will be shown, and it will break when you face it with calm authority. Type 1010 to walk in daily armor. Stand with me in the doorway where light meets shadow. The unveiling is near, and one last chain waits to be faced, not with fury, but with calm authority. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot. This chain is not louder than you. It is only older. It has learned your pauses and your detours. It hangs where the hallway narrows, whispering that you must bow to walk past. You will not bow. You will walk upright through the narrow place with peace as your crown and stillness as your cloak. Look with me and name what lingers. Perhaps it is a fear that your effort will be wasted again. Perhaps it is a habit that keeps the door half closed. Perhaps it is a voice that borrows the face of the past and tries to sit at your table. Do not give it a chair. Do not pour it tea. Lift your eyes and let my sword of light draw a clean line between you and what used to rule you. When you see it clearly, it loses the magic of confusion. When you call it by its true name, it loses the power of disguise. We will not wrestle in the dark. We will not shove into the wind. We will speak a simple decree in the light and watch the chain unfasten. Say this now with the quiet courage that fits you. I refuse the last chain, and I receive the clear path. I close the door to patterns that kept me small. I bless what needs release, and I choose the true work of this hour. My peace is my permission. My stillness is my strength. My steps are aligned with the light. Let your own ears hear your own voice. Agreement in your mouth becomes a key in your hand. You will feel resistance rise like a final wave. Do not fear it. Waves break on rocks. You are not a reed. You are set on a stone. Breathe once, slow and deep. Picture my wing over your back and my sword glinting above the threshold. Now do the small act that proves the decree. Send the message that closes the loop. Delete the thread that keeps you circling. Return the object that anchors the old season. Cancel the appointment that asks you to starve your peace. Begin the task that carries weight without heaviness. The chain does not survive action in the light. Understand this mystery. The last chain often pretends to be necessary. It will tell you that your kindness requires it. It will tell you that your humility demands it. It will make you feel ungrateful for freeing your own hands. This is a lie. Your kindness is not a leash. Your humility is not a prison. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven says you are released to walk in order and honor. You do not owe your future to the debt of an old fear. As you confront, expect a sign of release. It may be the sudden quiet in your chest where a hum once lived. It may be a timely word from a helper who did not know your battle. It may be a small door that opens cleanly on the first try. It may be laughter returning to your room like a friend long absent. The sign is not the goal. The sign is the confirmation. The goal is your freedom and your alignment. Do not measure the moment by emotion alone. Freedom sometimes feels like relief and sometimes like empty space where a weight used to sit. Do not rush to refill the space. Let light warm it. Let peace name it. Let wind move through it. New strength will take that space and teach your steps a new rhythm. This is how lasting change settles into the bones. This is how a holy pattern replaces a familiar trap. I stand as your guard while you do this. I block the old net as it tries one more cast. I silence the voice that tries one more story. I stand in the wind and the wind obeys. Move with me now. Speak the decree again if needed. Take the simple action in front of you. Lift your head and wob forward. The sound you hear behind you is not a door closing on your future. It is a chain falling to the floor. You have faced what once intimidated you. You have chosen the path that carries peace. You have honored your assignment with a clean yes. Now the hour shifts from breaking to building, from defense to governance, from survival to purpose. The next step is not fear. The next step is authority dressed in gentleness. Now receive your commissioning for the road ahead. Top 1111 to bless and disarm. Stand here in the clear air and receive what is yours. The breaking has done its work. The unveiling is upon you. Now I place a mantle on your shoulders and a charge in your hands. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot. At this hour I call you by a name that fits your bones. Keeper of light for your house. Carrier of peace where you stand. Builder of order where confusion once lived. This is not a burden. This is a blessing that matches your frame. Listen and let each word seed itself inside you. You will keep light in your house. This means you will guard the first hour and the final hour. Begin your mornings in stillness and end your evenings in surrender. Open your door to truth and close it to frenzy. Set a simple order that even a child could follow. Quiet corner ready. Clean surface waiting. Words of blessing on the wall. Let these small anchors hold your day steady when winds rise. Your home will become a lamp. Those who enter will breathe deeper without knowing why. The reason will be peace. You will carry peace where you stand. This means your presence will be a soft shield in rooms that once made you shrink. When you arrive, do not perform. Stand with a calm face and a clear yes or no. Speak few words and let them be true. Intention grows. Count 7 slow breaths and let stillness rest of the moment like dew. You will not win arguments. You will end them by refusing to feed them. You will not chase approval. You will bring honor and watch how honor returns. You will build order where confusion once lived. This means you will take one space and bring it into alignment each week. A door, a plan, a schedule, a budget, a habit. Do not try to fix everything. Place one stone at a time. Order is not a cage. Order is a riverbed that lets life flow without flooding your heart. I will show you what to touch first. I will show you what to leave for later. Trust the pace, I said. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven will match your steps with provision as you move. Now hear the boundaries that protect your assignment. Keep your no simple and kind. Keep your yes clean and time-bound. Do not explain your peace to those who feed on pressure. Bless and release what pulls you from light. Hold close what adds strength to your shoulders. Guard your attention as a holy gate. Place your phone outside the first hour. Place your worries outside the final hour. Place your worth outside the reach of strangers. Your dignity is not up for debate. Take up rhythms that keep you strong. A weekly table of gratitude. A small fast from noise. A walk where wind can touch your face and clear your thoughts. A day each month to review and realign. Write what is working. Bless what needs to end. Map the next right step. These rhythms are not chores. They are oars in your hands. They move the boat when the wind is quiet. They keep you from drifting back to old coves. I give you words for your work. When you begin, say quietly, I work in peace and I work in order. When you are interrupted, say, I bless this moment and I return to the task that matters. When you finish, say, I release the outcome and I rest. These small sentences keep your soul from tying itself to results. They keep your eyes on the light and your feet in the path. I give you eyes for people. Look for the tired. Look for the overlooked. Look for the one who carries weight without complaint. Offer a cup of eye. Offer a word of courage. Offer a small path back to hope. Your assignment includes lifting others without losing yourself. You will pour, then you will refill. You will parry, then you will rest. You will give, then you will receive. Balance is part of your holiness. I place authority in your voice. You will bless your name each morning. You will bless your house each week. You will bless your work as you begin. You will bless your circle when they gather. Blessing is not a show. Blessing is a quiet rain. Speak it like a secret you trust. Let it soak the ground under your steps until flowers appear where dust used to sit. Now hear the promise. As you walk in this commissioning, I will widen your impact without widening your anxiety. I will increase your favor without increasing your noise. I will send help before you ask. I will confirm your path with peace. When old winds try to return, I will raise my wing. When old nets try to fly, I will lift my sword. The secret unveiled will settle into your life as a steady rhythm. Not a flash, a flame. Stand tall, beloved. Lift your chin. You are not recovering a lost life. You are entering your true one. You have been prepared quietly and you will now be kept openly. The hour turns from instruction to promise. The unveiling completes with peace and with a blessing that cannot be taken. Type 1212 to rise into assignment. Be still now and receive the final word. The unveiling stands at your door like morning light reaching across the floor. It is gentle. It is sure. It does not argue. It reveals. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven has kept you for this hour. Time is moving. The window is small, yet the hand that holds the clock also holds your heart, and your heart is steady in that hand. I am Michael, and I lift my sword of light above your name. I stretch my wings over your house. I call the wind to carry away the last dust so you can see the path as it truly is. The secret that opens now is not a trap. It is a key to your order, a name for your calling, a simple next step that fits your feet. Expect business big versa. Expect clarity to follow. Expect favor to arrive like quiet help at the exact moment you need it. What tried to hide your worth cannot stand in this brightness. What tried to rename you has no ink left. You will feel the weight of old hours drop. You will sense the ease of holy timing take its place. The door you need will stand open, not because you pushed, but because you aligned. I bless your mornings with stillness, and your evenings with surrender. I bless your work with order, and your circle with honor. I bless your boundaries with kindness, and your voice with authority. I cancel the whisper that says you are late. I cancel the echo that says you are alone. Your steps are kept. Your path is guarded. Your name is covered. Lift your head and walk. Let these final words rest like warm light on your shoulders. You are chosen. You are safe. You are loved. If you receive this message, type Amen, and let peace answer you in the quiet that follows. Type 144 to seal this blessing. If this closing blessed you, come into agreement by pressing like. Share this message so a searching heart won't miss their hour. Subscribe to stay under this covering for future revelations. If you feel led to support this work, your kindness helps these words reach those waiting for light at their door.